Hey Zomgits, I saw your 2 comments. I just wanted to do a quick critique and rebuttal. So, I'll read off your first 2 comments, or your comments first, and then do my thing. Yours said, consciousness is material because it is produced by the brain, and the brain is material. If you believe that the conscious is distinct from the physical body, how do you account for it being damaged when the physical body is damaged? I.e., you can lose consciousness if you hit your head, consciousness being modified because of a lobotomy, coma, or etc. Why do you judge people? And this is the second one. Why do you judge people if you live in a deterministic world? And I would also add, why do you implement a punishment for something they were programmed to do? We are all connected. We all affect each other. We all program each other. If the purpose is to improve consciousness, therefore improve individuals, and therefore improve society, if you implement a punishment for murder, you create a program that tells people murder is wrong, so less people are likely to commit murder. Okay, well, here's my response. You start out by begging the question. You can't go and assume that the conscious is material. It's a circular argument when you do that. You can't prove empiricism by using empiricism. So if you want to make that kind of assertion, I would much rather reinforce something a little more stronger than that. And then you said, why do you implement a punishment for something they were programmed to do? I just wanted to let you know why free will would account for that and why determinism doesn't. So in determinism, you have no room for free will because there's nothing you can do about anything. You don't have any choices, and you have no credit for anything. And if this is so, then you can't you'll be removing all moral content from any situation. Sort of like a get out of jail free card. And then if you have free will, you have choices, therefore giving credit to sincerity, or the exact opposite in any other situation. The second part of the first question you try to answer, it's begging the assertion that you've made. This is not in any way proving the consciousness is a part of the physical world. And secondly, this is a good argument, something that I've heard a lot of people say that was very hard to think about, to prove that the consciousness was separate. And it was the part where you had said if you were in a coma and the body is damaged. If you do think that it is separate, then you would sort of use the brain as a medium for the consciousness. So, if your body and brain is damaged, it is quite possible that you're not, your consciousness isn't sending out or your body and brain isn't sending out what the consciousness is correctly portraying. So, when people go into comas, they can hear you sometimes, and they can remember what was going on, and then wake up and repeat back what happened. And another good example is that Stephen Hawking, if we didn't have the technology we had today, we wouldn't be aware of Stephen Hawking's intelligence, but it didn't make him less conscious just because his body was broken. So like I said, the brain is looked at as sort of a medium in the body as well. And question 2, the second comment, I really didn't understand what you meant. If you say we are not programmed from birth, then we can change and influence each other. It's clearly a sign of free will, and it's not compatible, at least in the same sentence. And I don't understand anything otherwise if you would imply something else. And from observation, it would seem as though you were in agreement with amendum, and if you are, then I can just give a good presumption for argument's sake that you believe we're programmed and there's nothing we can do about how we act, what we say, who we are. And if this is so, then surely you have no purpose, and purpose would require a goal. The goal of nature, or genes, is to reproduce, just as amendum and other determinists I've heard claim. So a goal of otherwise would be only putting one's foot in their mouth. And improve. What does improve mean? How is anything but suggesting change and subjective instead of marked as if they were in the genes? And then, let's see, you were talking about creating a program, and all I had to say about that was if creating a program requires free will, and the effort to subject it to others and follow it would require free will. I mean, if you wanted to lessen murder, then you would have to think of a program with free will in it, and then you would have to subject it and decide how to and when and where and all the other details about that, or else program failed. So let's see, and then, like I said earlier, you would have to account for why murder is wrong. I can account for it because people have free will. If you believe in determinism, how can you account for it? Why is it important? I've asked this to Amendum, and he hasn't answered yet, but hopefully he will. But as of now, the question lies in both your hands, and I'm just hoping to hear from you soon. So I hope you have a good one, and you're all doing well. See ya.